and welcome into the Guest Room Podcast. I'm your host, Mike. That's Kevin over there.
Plasma.
That's Andy.
Is?
And that's KD.
Yellow?
Is it?
I don't know.
I think that's snow.
Not a bad phrase, though.
No.
Sentence thing. Nice job, guys. All
Thanks.
around. Guys, guys, and by guys, I mean guys, girls, everyone around the world listening. Scores of listeners. It's a trivia podcast. So if you didn't mean to find a trivia podcast, sorry, you're at least committed for the next
We should have called that a location.
37
from
minutes.
recent. Remember we did that once?
Oh, yeah.
What?
We called that a location of a listener.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Do we have
We
any?
could log in right now
I
and
could.
just
I
see
could.
what
Been a
one
while.
is.
Let me just look real fast here. How about Parker, Colorado?
Shout out to you, listener in Parker, Colorado.
Or how about Malaga, Malaga?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Mar-a-Lago?
No, Malaga, Spain.
Malaga, Malaga. 2 listens.
Guys, I know who that is.
Do you?
Yeah, but I didn't think she listened to this podcast.
Whoa!
That's awesome. Shout out to you, Bethany.
We also have Frankfurt am Maine. Frankfurt space AM space MAIN
Yeah.
Hess.
Hessians?
I think it's pronounced Amherst.
Hey.
That's like, that's where the airport for Frankfurt is.
Wow.
Here's to you, Mr. Malaga.
That's really cool.
Man.
Malaga, Malaga.
Chinese food Chinese takeout delivery boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, people all over the world, like Malaga, are listening to this podcast. So you're committed if you've listened so far to this episode. We guess things, we play games, and we've got 13,000 downloads. Thank you guys for downloading and listening. We appreciate you. There's a game we ask you to play along with us. It's called the Secret Phrase Game. One of the 4 of us has been assigned a secret phrase by the other 3 hosts, and it's that person's job to get that phrase out in an inconspicuous sort of way during the episode.
It's a sort of a way.
So keep an ear out for that. If you are able to correctly identify it, you'll be entered into a monthly drawing. And every month, a listener of this podcast gets a free item from our shop.
Oh.
Which, by the way, you can purchase things from the shop for money if you want to.
That's true.
I know they accept
Do we
dollars.
take any other forms of...
I don't know what other... Oh,
thing?
like a bartering system?
Yeah.
Like potatoes?
Sure.
It would depend on the number of potatoes.
That's true.
that someone was willing to offer. Although, even if it was like 10,000 potatoes, I'm not sure
No, that
I
becomes a
would
problem.
know what to do with that.
That's like after you cross like 31 potatoes.
What's the threshold? Is it 31?
Yeah.
What would you do with 31? Would you keep them all or try to sell some?
I think
Vertical potatoes, what did you say before? The alien thing?
What?
vertical potatoes.
What do aliens call French fries?
Oh, potato sticks.
Oh, potato sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I'd probably bring them to some, I don't know what to call it. In Linden, Washington, it was called the Green Barn, where you can bring in like garden produce and they'll buy it from you and then sell it on their shelves.
Okay. Farmer's market sort of thing.
That kind of dealio, yeah.
Cool. Well, listeners, buckle up and listen up for that phrase. We're also going to be playing a different game today, and it's a pub quiz. So hop right in.
Pub quiz.
Listeners, we invite you to play along with us. If you're driving, then keep track in your head. If you have the ability to keep track with pen and paper,
Pub quiz.
we would advise you do that as well. If you think we answer a little too quickly sometimes, then feel free to pause. Think about it, write down an answer, and then press that play button.
Pause.
PAWSE. All right.
Pause.
Each of us has prepared 6 trivia questions for the other 3 hosts. We want 1 or 2 of them to get them right, not 0, not 3. Mike's going to be starting us off today, so let me grab
interesting.
my piece of paper.
I thought it would have been yours truly.
No, he only does episodes. Which, by the way, it's no longer us who, kind of peer pressure
Versus
each
them.
other into producing content. We have a boss now, and his name is Producer Garrett.
Yeah, producer Garrett, go ahead and say hi.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah, that's enough out of you.
But Benji, we don't say those words together. Anyway. All right.
You had me at hello.
Would you guys like number 1 or number 2?
Sorry, Earth. Sometimes number 2 happens.
Number 2.
It doesn't matter what I think.
Last time it did.
Number 1 then.
Number 2. All right. So
So it doesn't matter.
today's theme is Trivial Pursuit. So there will be the 6 usual Trivial Pursuit categories. And let us begin.
Okay.
Geography. Question 1.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That was not as good as your Gary giggles.
Yeah. I don't really remember it is the problem.
A
the one.
USA question. All right. What is the largest African country?
Yeesh, indeed.
Ishu.
One of the first things we recorded was Kevin saying Ishu.
Do people still say jinx?
How many options should realistically be in my head, Katie?
How many African
3.
countries can you think of?
Oh, more than 3.
Okay.
Let me go with this one.
Or you could go with that.
This is the first one that popped in my head, so we're going with this one.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong.
All right. We've got answers. Kevin says Chad. Andy says Algeria. Katie says Algeria. It is Algeria.
Sweet. Maybe Libya or South Africa.
Formerly
was it a good guess?
Chad? Yeah, that's fine.
It's big.
Okay.
Such a Chad.
The former largest country was Sudan.
That
was the other one I was deciding between.
I wish that being a Chad would just being like the country.
I wouldn't know what that would be like. But
Nobody
you would.
Is being
Half
a Chad
desert.
like being your friend Chad?
An accountant?
Move, Chad. Get out the way.
That was weird. That was weird when I said that.
That was when
Reflecting-
Yikes!
Reflecting
Katie,
on that from 10 years ago.
dunked on someone
Yeah.
named Chad. All right, question 2. Let's see. What is this? I
A
just
USA
abbreviated
question.
it. SL. Is that
Sports and
Salt
literature.
and
leisure?
lime.
Sports and leisure? Yeah.
Salt and lime.
What would you be playing if you performed an Eiffel Tower, walked the dog, and pulled an around the world? All right, we've got answers fairly quickly here. Kevin says yo-yo. Andy says yo-yo tricks. Katie says yo-yo. You're all correct.
Yo-yo.
Yo ma.
Have you guys ever been yo-yo proficient?
I used to be, yeah.
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 I remember.
Seriously?
I had a Duncan way back in the day that was really good.
What are you talking?
Duncan yo-yo.
I used to think I was really good because I could do one trick, which is probably what Andy means.
I do know this one joke. There's this mollusk.
And he walks. Well, he doesn't walk,
But
and the mollusk isn't talking.
you said that word kind of like Andy says the white liquid that comes out of
I
cows.
agree.
All right, question 3. Entertainment. Which former Beatle released the triple album All Things Must Pass in 1970?
Yo-yo ma.
Yo-yo mama. Yo-yo mama, mama, mama.
That became Queen-like.
Fandango.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo?
Figaro.
All right, we've got answers. Kevin says George Harrison. Andy says Ringo Starr. And Katie says John Lennon. I wish it was Paul McCartney, but it's George Harrison.
Darn.
George Harrison's like the one I forget exists.
Same.
And then there was the other drummer before Ringo. What's
Pete
his name?
Best.
Yeah, him. Man,
I hate the Beatles.
Yeah, but apparently you are my friend. Question 4. History. Whose last words were said to be forever lost because his nurse couldn't understand German?
Pete.
Whose last words were said to be forever lost because his nurse couldn't understand German? We've got answers. And Kevin says Albert Einstein. Andy says Albert Einstein. Katie says Einstein. You're all correct.
No one would care if we lost Hitler's last words.
Forever lost.
Also, he committed suicide, so
His words have been.
I mean,
the nurse trying to keep him alive.
And those are the only 2 historical figures that knew German.
thanks for playing.
Question 5. Not Alabama. Maybe art and literature? What fictional pirate goes by the nicknames Barbecue and Sea Cook?
Whoa. What?
What fictional pirate goes by the nicknames Barbecue and Sea Cook?
I don't know many fictional pirates.
The pirates you know are mostly
They
real
don't do anything.
Somalian pirates.
Well, there's Mobile, Montgomery.
The Allegheny. Hold on.
Auburn.
All right. Kevin says Long John Silver. Andy says Blackbeard.
That's what I
Katie
wanted.
says Smee. It's Long John Silver.
That's a restaurant.
That's not a pirate. He's a privateer.
Question 6. Not Sports Nation.
Kevin's about to run the table.
What is
No,
this?
I missed Chad.
Science and Nature. When does crepuscular activity take place?
Excuse me?
Spelling?
When Crepuscular. When does crepuscular activity take place?
Can you spell it again?
Crepuscular.
This isn't like a magnitude question, but like if I answer like as a baby and it's like July.
I could understand how you could get to either place. All right, we've got answers. Kevin says Thursday. I don't know why that's so funny. Andy says crepe harvesting season. Are those grow on vines? Crepe vines. And Katie says when molting. I think Katie's the closest. The answer is twilight.
What?
I mean, Thursday has the twilight.
That's true.
What is that?
I think it's like there's nocturnal animals. There's
Oh, that's a thing?
daytime
Like, I mean, I know nocturnal, but like that's a term to like
crepuscular activity.
at twilight.
I was thinking something having to do with crepes,
my
but I don't know what.
You would have been just as wrong as Andy in that case.
4.
3.
3.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I'm wrong.
All right, Kevin, it's you.
Thanks for
I had that written down.
making up for your mistake.
Written
1 or
in
2?
the stars.
1.
2.
1.
Darn, Andy.
Name 4 of the big 5 animals looked for on an African safari.
Oh man, you said 4 of the 5.
Yeah, the big 5. This category is geek chic, by the way.
Forgive me on spelling.
Would it be
I won't, but I'll allow it.
travel flexing to say that I've played this game before?
Yeah, yes, it would.
Played it at Cabela's
And
once.
I might dock you some points.
Unfortunately, this was over a decade ago, and I'm not remembering well.
Oh wow, you were that young when you can travel flex on me. All right, Andy says.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I accidentally wrote 5. All right,
Andy says elephant, lion, giraffe, rhinoceros. Katie says lion, cheetah, elephant, giraffe. Mike says elephant, wildebeest, lion, leopard. I'm sorry, none of you get points.
Darn it.
The 5 are lion, elephant, rhino, leopard, Cape buffalo.
Not a draft.
are we sure Cape Buffalo is not a wildebeest?
You would think of wildebeest is a Cape buffalo.
Let's look it up.
I don't think that's even close to being true.
I mean, they're both buffaloes, so they're going to be close-ish.
Dang, I
Buffalo,
had
buffalo,
rhino
buffalo.
written as my 5th,
Don't look at those.
but I was pretty sure that wildebeest was one of them.
I saw the word who. I'll give it to you if it's the same thing,
No,
but
I-
I'm pretty sure it's not.
They're not. Both
They're
of them
not.
belong to the bovine family, but they differ from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the buffalo has more of a
It's like
crown upon his head.
also like 3 or 4 times heavier than the wildebeest.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, wildebeest can run fast. Cape
But
buffalo.
buffalo just like what?
Yeah. They're the most dangerous, actually, of the 5.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Cape Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's disappointing. I thought one of you was going to get something right there. Number 2.
Had you asked for 3, we would have.
Yeah, but you would have all gotten it right if I asked for 3, probably. Oh, maybe not.
I would have still said wildebeest.
Number 2. What was the name of the world's first cloned sheep? Oh, man. You all went to the board immediately.
I think we've asked this question before.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Reveal. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. You're right. Actually, that was the name of the first one. The second one was Dolly 2. No. Number 3. What does IBM stand for?
We've asked this one too, and I got it wrong, and this stinks. The old daffodils stank distinguishably. Poop.
You're losing pieces there.
Think this is right.
I got it.
I'm wrong.
All right, let's reveal. Andy says international business machines. Katie says international business machines. Mike says international business machine. Wow, this sucks. All right, number 4. In which part of the brain is memory stored?
The top.
The dolphin part.
I feel like this is a word, but
Same.
I also thought
Feel like this is
mucus. What's the word?
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know.
What happened with the mucus answer?
I don't know things about things.
All right, we've got great answers. Andy says cerebrum. Katie says cerebral cortex. Mike says frontal lobe. If one of you can prove that those things contain the hippocampus, then I will give it to you.
Let's go to the
Where
goobs.
where is the
Hippopotami go to school at the hippocampus?
Is that how you spell hippo? Oh, it really is hippocampus. Temporal lobe.
That seems like not the frontal lobe.
Yep.
No.
Cool.
What's the difference between a lobe and a cortex? 'Cause
Yeah, I don't think any of you get it.
No.
No, definitely not.
Bummer. Okay, number 5. What is the term for animals that are typically awake during the day?
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
When you were talking about that, I was like, yeah.
Unfortunately, if you heard me describing the various other types, you know that I didn't know this word.
I knew immediately that you didn't know.
Yeah, because you said dayternal.
Yikes! Yeah, that's how I feel about this.
Hold on.
Hold on, called.
All right, we've got some answers here. Andy says octurnal. Katie says dayternal. And Mike says eternal. Sorry, the word is diurnal.
Kidding me.
Man, this kills me.
If I saw diurnal, I'd think 2
try to
urinals.
pee
All
in
right.
it.
Here's my chance for my only point in my category. In which quarter century, no longer decade, we're going with quarter century here,
Oh, okay.
was the periodic table of elements first published?
So we need to give you a span of 25 years, like a 0 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, or 75 to 0.
Essentially, yes.
And you're not saying as it is now. You're just saying as it was originally.
When was it first published?
Guys, are we still doing the thing where we don't let Kevin have any points?
It has no points.
And loses. I feel like I'm going to be as off as I was with the Empire State Building.
You are very off with that.
All right, let's review.
Reveal.
Let's reveal. Andy says the last 25 years.
Whoops. Yeah.
Last 25 years of the 19th century. Katie says that same time frame. And Mike says the time frame just before it, the third quarter of the 1800s. And Mike is correct.
Darn it.
Let's go.
Let's not go.
Giving me un puente.
Sorry, guys. I gave Kevin a point.
1
2.
2.
3.
and 3s.
3 point. 3 port.
3 Fort McMoran.
The O'Briens used to have a family feud with the McNamara's. Is that right?
Like us?
No, like back, like when there were family feuds happening.
Brandon?
Yes. KD, it's you.
All right.
It's your pub sixer.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's list 2 or list 3.
Oh, 2.
2.
3.
Andy, just don't answer last.
Wait, why were we choosing between 2 and 3?
1 was from the last time we recorded.
Okay.
Who wrote the original words to the Star Spangled Banner?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare wrote everything. Darn, they all went to the board quickly.
I mean, I don't.
But some of us wrote longer than others. Maybe somebody said Usher.
All right, let's feel. Mike says Francis Scott Key of G. Kevin says Francis Scott Key. Andy says Francis Scott Key. It is Francis Scott Key. All right, question number 2. In what decade did Mexico gain independence from Spain?
You like it, don't you?
It's in the
No.
It's in the 1800s.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hint much?
A lot.
Yeah.
Hint a lot.
Is that like Lancelot? Hint a lot. Like your face looks like Anakin's face when he's trying to restart his engines in the pod race.
Yes. What's
right.
that boy's name? The actor?
Jake Lloyd?
Jake Lloyd.
You're like that's like the thing you know on the podcast.
Jake Lloyd. It's Jake Lloyd.
All right, let's reveal. Mike says 1810s. Kevin says 1840s. Andy says 1840s. It's the 1810s.
Is that the War of 1812?
What?
Is that the War of 1812?
No.
Oh, bummer. What? What's the War of 1812?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god!
The War of
Seriously?
1812 is when the Brits crushed the Americans but left
Yeah.
anywhere.
No, it was a draw.
Let's see. Question number 3. How many countries in South America speak Portuguese as the first language?
Can you not ask this question and ask a different question instead?
No. How many countries?
Are you actually counting over there?
I'm thinking about the South American countries.
Repeat, please.
How many countries in South America speak Portuguese as a first language?
What's that? Is there one that you guys are always arguing about whether it's a country or not?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it a country or is it not a country?
In South America?
I think it's not a country.
Wait, there's a place in South America that has...
I know we were talking about Africa
Questions
somewhere.
about that?
But
I don't know where we're talking about it, so that's part of my problem.
All right, let's reveal. Mike says 1. Kevin says 2. Andy says 1. The answer is 1. It's just Brazil. Are you thinking of French Guyana?
Mm-hmm.
Do they speak French
Not a
there?
country. Yes, they do. It's part of France.
Wait.
It's just part of France.
So Kevin went to the
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
I don't know how they do it, but the people in French Guyana are as French as the people in Paris legally.
Mm-hmm.
To the nearest 1,000 miles, what is the circumference of the Earth at the equator?
repeat.
I've
the
gotten
nearest-
this very wrong before in Wits and Wagers.
To the nearest 1,000 miles at the equator, what is the circumference of the Earth?
Man, I'm deciding between 3.
How many times do you think the Proclaimers would walk around the earth?
A bunch.
Just to be the man who walked 1,000
Miles. Mills.
mills.
Meals.
Let's reveal. Mike says 23,000. Kevin says 25,000. Andy says 23,000. The answer is 25,000.
I've been on the
24,901.
wrong end of this each time.
24,901.
Well, we could have said 24,000.
To the
You mean
nearest.
2 for
601.
601?
I wish. Question number 5. Charlie Chaplin insured what part of his body? I copied this from the internet. It says parts of his body. Like in a parenthetical S. Does that make sense?
Well, it makes less sense than it did like 20 seconds ago.
Charlie Chaplin insured what part or parts of his body? So
Was it a question on the internet or was it a statement on the internet?
It was a question on the internet. I think what they mean that if it's an ear, it's ears, but if it's his nose, it's nose, not noses. Let's reveal. Mike says mustache. Kevin says mustache. Andy says mustache. I wish that were true. It's his feet.
Oh, so stupid.
Why?
I don't know. I think he danced, and he cried, and he had a really, really, really good time.
Was that Yellow Flicker Beat?
No, no, it's Macklemore. Last question. What is the common? No, just kidding.
23,001.
The 1810s.
In ancient Greece, throwing an apple at someone was a declaration of what? In ancient Greece, throwing an apple at someone was a declaration of what?
Independence.
Incontinence.
Bankruptcy.
We should just have shortcuts for these in our life. Someone cuts you off, you just hit them with an orange.
Did you see Brad threw the apple last week? Yeah, I feel bad for
All
his
right.
family.
Mike says love. Kevin says love. Andy says war. It's love.
This means love.
Hey, we declare war.
I wish it was a declaration of
3.
war. 4.
Not working out for me.
2.
It's working out all right for we this round. All right, Andy, take us home.
Okay. What style of electronic music
Harry. Oh, sorry.
characterized by a 4 on the floor beat at around 120 beats per minute was pioneered in the late 1970s and early 80s by Chicago DJs like Frankie Knuckles?
I would ask you to repeat, but that was a long question.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it?
What style of electronic music characterized by a 4 on the floor beat at around 120 beats per minute was pioneered in the late 1970s and early 80s by Chicago DJs like Frankie Knuckles?
I'm going to guess the wrong one between the two.
I wish I had one to guess.
I only have one.
Which one of the two?
I don't know.
Can you tell me the one you don't have?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
Can you tell me the one you're not going to guess?
I think I'd rather tell you the one I am going to guess.
Okay, go ahead.
But people could get mad at me for such things. Table talk and such.
I like it.
Let's go with pioneered, you say.
I do.
All right, well,
I don't
wrong.
even know electronic styles of music, what they're called.
I mean, who knows when something was pioneered? I'm going with this. Seems early. It's probably wrong.
Okay, reveal. Katie says
That
disco.
was the other
Mike
one.
says techno. And Kevin says dubstep. No, I'm sorry. The correct answer was house. House music.
Wow. So techno wasn't.
Question
I
2.
guess.
What structure stood from 246 BC to 1323 AD on the small island of Pharos in the harbor of Alexandria in Egypt? What structure stood from 246 BC to 1323 AD on the small island of Pharos in the harbor of Alexandria in Egypt?
Pharaoh sounds like pharaohs.
Ah,
Called.
Andy, you destroyed your whiteboard. Guys, maybe we should get new whiteboards. It's been like a year and a half.
I agree.
We've gotten a lot of mileage out of these $5 whiteboards.
Does a whiteboard
you read
really
it one more time?
lose its functionality
Sure.
over time?
I think so.
What structure stood from 246 BC to 1323 AD on the small island of Pharos in the harbor of Alexandria in Egypt?
How many are you between?
Already the only thing that makes sense to me.
Same.
Let's go with
Whoa. Deja vu moment.
where we are
Who's
guessing
about to get it
things.
right?
I am, but I don't. There's a theme that I don't understand. Like I'm gonna get some questions right, but I'm not gonna know what the theme is because I've never heard of it.
Okay, reveal. Katie says lighthouse. Mike says library. And Kevin says library. No, it's lighthouse. Katie's right. Question 3.
Hated everything that just happened there.
A Nurgle, a nerd, and a seersucker too are among the additions Gerald would make if he was in charge in this Dr. Seuss story if I ran the...
What?
That's really sad for Katie.
A Nurgle, a nerd, and a seersucker too are among...
What was a what sucker?
Seersucker.
Spelling?
SEERSUCKER.
Is that one word?
Yeah. Have you heard of a seersucker suit?
Uh-uh.
Are among the additions Gerald would make if he was in charge in the Dr. Seuss story if I ran the what?
While we're on that question,
Yeah.
do you guys know what type of question it's called? Jarrett Carlin does it sometimes where he gives like 3 words in succession that sound similar. Or he gives, 3 clues for 3 words that sound similar. So yours reminded me because it's like Nurgle. What were the 3?
Nurgle, nerd, seersucker.
Yeah. So for instance, if it was like Nurgle, Neard, and Nurple.
No.
You don't know what type of question that's called?
Nope.
It's like a
No.
something trio. I've been trying to find those so I can use them for episodes, but I don't know what to call that.
A Doug trio.
Okay, we have answers. Katie? Katie says factory. Mike says zoo. Kevin says zoo. It's zoo.
If that wasn't targeting, I don't know what was.
Scrolls from the library at Alexandria.
Question number 4.
It's a really big green dude. With
Apitherapy is a scientifically dubious branch of alternative medicine that uses these for the treatments.
Repeat.
Apitherapy, API therapy, is a scientifically dubious branch of alternative medicine that uses these for treatments.
Man, I have no idea.
Okay, we have answers. Reveal. Katie says needles. Mike says bees. Kevin says pins and needles. Mike is correct. It's bees.
Let's go. Wow. I would like to see that done.
Would I don't think I would actually. Question 5. Christian Kenner holds a record for yelling this word over 43 seconds without taking a breath. Christian Kenner holds a record for yelling this word over 43 seconds without taking a breath.
What a weird fact.
What a weird theme.
Is there one?
There must be.
I know, but I don't know it. Do you know it?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Katie, can you do that thing that I hate when I'm the Sixer?
The Packer? Todd Packer?
Ugh.
I agree.
The worst.
He's so annoying as that character that it makes me hate him in other things. Like Princess Diaries.
Get smart.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I have the right answer for this, but I don't know the theme.
I know the theme, but I can't think of what the answer must be for this. Can you read the question one more time?
Christian Kenner holds a record for yelling this word over 43 seconds without taking a breath.
I think I have it right.
Man, I feel like if I put the right answer, I'm going to give away the theme.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Mike is 3 points ahead of me, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it's...
I don't know the theme, but
That's so weird. One knows the theme and isn't sure of the right answer, and one...
Knows the theme and wants to get it incorrect.
Yeah,
on
how you
purpose.
can know this without knowing the theme is beyond me.
I don't know that I'm right for sure, but I think I am.
Well, maybe the word I'm thinking of isn't right. Maybe it's something else, but I'd rather Mike not figure out the theme and me get this wrong. So I'm going to go with my first gut, which was
Andy.
before I figured out the theme.
Andy.
What are you doing over there?
It is marked on my pants, but it's okay.
Oh, what color?
Red.
That seems bad.
Matches your shirt, at least.
Yikes. Did you know that each person can take out a blood stain of their own with their own spit?
No.
Yeah, there's like a particular enzyme.
Can it take out whiteboard markers? This is what I'm
no.
currently trying.
No, has
Okay.
nothing
No,
to
you
do
got to
with
get blood on it first, and then...
Reveal. Katie says rumble. Mike says bark. And Kevin says no. Should I?
Can you just not reveal what the correct answer is
No.
and tell us that
Oh,
we're all
I can't
wrong?
do that. What if I told you he was a sports fan? Would that help you?
Go.
Goal is correct.
Katie's guess was pretty
Question 6. What's the common bond between all these answers?
House, lighthouse, zoo, bees, goal. House, lighthouse, zoo, bees, goal. Goal, bees, zoo, lighthouse, house.
There's a guy on Twitter who's pretty popular named Zuby.
good. Zuzubi?
Jujube?
What is a jujube?
That's a candy, I think.
Is
I
it good?
could be 1,000% wrong on that, though.
It sounds right.
I guess I should have known that you were going to reveal the answer anyway, so I should have just guessed it.
Was that going to be your guess?
It's a classic Andy move to reveal the right answer after we reveal ours.
Classic. Classic Andy.
You would.
No one else does that. I'm really surprised you didn't get Lighthouse.
My lighthouse.
Oh, well, I mean,
La Harbor?
yeah, but
Oh, they put a library.
Guadalajara.
in the like ancient,
That was funny.
in
Thank
like the
you.
wonders of the world or whatever, it's called the Great Library at Alexandria. The lighthouse is not called the Lighthouse at Alexandria.
Yeah, it was something else, but it was in Alexandria. You said that even. I think
I
you-
said the Library of Alexandria.
But you also said a lighthouse. I think you
Do you have an answer, Katie?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Okay. Let's reveal. Katie says Matt Damon movies. Mike
Wait,
says
are any of those Matt Damon movies? Zoo. We bought a zoo.
Yeah.
the B movie. Mike and Kevin both wrote keepers. You're correct. They all have keepers.
That's hilarious.
I didn't know they were called lighthouse keepers.
Yeah.
There's a good book called Hello Lighthouse. It's a children's book.
There's a good movie called The Light. No, it's not a good movie.
It's about a lighthouse keeper.
What's
the
the movie
movie
called?
called?
The Lighthouse, I think,
The Lighthouse.
with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Is it about bloody pony football?
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Is that what did I say?
I think that's just over. I think you said
Not
it
to be
correctly.
confused with
William.
Wilhelm.
Yeah.
So there's Wilhelm, and Willem.
Willem.
Yeah. That movie, actually, it's probably the most disturbing movie I've ever seen.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
And it's Willem Dafoe and who?
Robert Pattinson.
How recent is it?
They're like the only two actors in the whole movie. Very recent.
Whoa. I mean, if Willem Dafoe is 50% of the acting, I can understand how disturbing it would be. He has the best set of gifts of anyone.
From the Spider-Man movies?
Oh, gifts.
GIFs. Yeah, search GIFs. Search Willem Dafoe in your GIF, whatever you use for GIFs. And he's got the best. And by best, I mean creepiest.
All right. Final scores. Who wants to start?
11.
10.
10.
Really? I beat you?
13.
He got 13.
I thought I was way far behind.
Way far.
Way far.
Way fair.
Wayfair?
Ah,
They
Purple-
they email me every
what's
day
their
saying that there's
slogan?
a special sale.
They got
don't
just what I
remember.
need. Wayfair.
you got
What I need.
No, it's
But you say it's just a sale.
Katie. Stop.
But you say it's just a sale. Oh, Wayfair, you.
Please stop.
It is always a sale, though. They're one of those stores that is never not on sale. Listeners, let us know how you did. If you did better than 13, if you did worse than 10, or if you did anywhere in between. We'd love to hear it. I think the most interesting fact that I learned is that Charlie Chaplin insured his feet.
So dumb.
He didn't know what his trademark was, apparently. Was it him who did not win a lookalike contest?
With
For his-
Charlie Chaplin
yeah,
look like
Charlie-
on
I
Yeah.
think that might be right. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
That is
That's
great.
a better thing I learned.
Like, you know, you've become an icon when you can't even look like yourself as much as other people can. Well, that was fun, especially when I win. I really enjoy that. Listeners, if you think you know who said the secret phrase and what they said, please send your guess to theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like an extra episode sent to your feed, or maybe the opportunity to contribute some content, maybe you've got a list of questions you wish we'd ask.
Perhaps even some cash.
Yeah, if a list of cash you'd like to donate to us to keep this podcast running and to keep us guessing, then please locate patreon.com/theguestroompodcast.
Don't go to Reddit. Well, I mean, you can, but don't only go to Reddit.
Right. If you've already done the first two steps, then you can go to Reddit /r/the guest room podcast, or maybe just the guest room. I forget.
There's more R's in there,
I'm
probably.
not on Reddit. But there's a whole lively discussion going on there behind our backs.
Yes, that's true.
What else? Have we promoted everything we need to promote? I think that's it. All right. Secret phrase from 2 episodes ago was
Me.
Andy, you Frasier.
What?
And the
Oh, Frasier. Got it.
Ooh, a phrase here.
Brendan.
A Frasier?
The
Brendan Fraser was the first Frasier.
what's the first Frasier that comes for you?
Adam or Fraser Crane.
Adam.
Wait, who's Adam Fraser?
He's a baseball player. He's a Mariner.
And you made fun of me.
Fraser.
What are you doing over there?
Apparently that comes apart.
Wait, broke your whiteboard.
Adam Fraser?
I don't think that's a thing.
Fraser.
Should we check him?
We haven't revealed the secret phrase.
Are you
yet,
thinking of Todd Frazier?
No.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
He's thinking of
You think of Adam Duvall?
No.
Todd.
Both who played for the Reds?
No.
I like Adam Duvall. Secret phrase was
Dudley Duvong.
Mariah Carey, your shoes, Carrie Underwood.
That was pretty good, I have to admit. I mean, anyone who knows you would know that was a pretty realistic thing for you to say.
Definitely about Malta. I can see you liking Malta. I'm just surprised you haven't been there.
Nope.
Do you actually like any of those things?
Yeah.
Which one?
All
The
of them.
most.
All of them.
Mariah Carey?
All of them.
Oh, Kevin, were you going to tell us where you got your shoes?
I was going to tell Andy later.
Oh, okay. This isn't later?
No.
Enough. It's
1
been a
week
week
later.
I mean, I already know
Amazon.
at this point.
Oh, okay. There we go. Listeners, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. For all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast, for Andy, for Katie, for Kevin, and for Dolly the sheep, I'm Mike. And as always, farewell.